Welcome back to the All We Do Is Talk pod. Here, Isaiah, with our Champions League quarterfinal preview. Got some interesting matchups. Almost down to the finals. 8 teams left. I'm sure this round should be pretty interesting because we've got some interesting matchups, some clash of styles, and some big underdogs with going against some giants. So let's start with tomorrow's games. We've got Man City coming off their shellacking of Porto. Or Sporting. I can't remember right now, but they got them out the way pretty quickly. And we have versus Atletico, who are coming off a big last round win, round of 16 win against Man U. So this should be interesting. Atletico going against both Manchester Cities, but I mean, it's interesting because Atletico's defensive style is going to be pushed to its limits versus Manchester's possession-based style. So I'm interested to see how they hold up defending against the Manchester City attack. But for this one, I'm simply going to go in Man City because, they're probably the best team remaining. It'll be interesting to see how the Premier League title race affects these two legs, along with the FA Cup game they have against Liverpool. So other outside factors can contribute to disrupting the focus, but I think Man City will have their biggest focus on winning the Champions League, so I'm sure they'll bring it all. I'll just have to see it to believe it. I have a particular series that I believe will have it that could have an upset. I'm not going to pick this one. I'll take Man City by 3 goals over 2 legs. We'll see how that goes. Next, we have Benfica getting a visit from Liverpool, who are also in the title race for the Premier League with Man City, so that will also be impacted over the next couple weeks of the 2 legs. We'll see how they play their lineups for domestic play versus how they play for Champions League. I think Liverpool's chasing the quadruple, so they'll probably be going for everything heavy. And like I said, they're also going against Man City in the FA Cup, so that should be interesting. Benfica's on a nice little run. Don't get enough time to watch them domestically, but they've actually shown me some things in the Champions League. But I just think the two best teams in the tournament are actually playing on Tuesday. So give me Liverpool by 3 goals over 2 legs as well. I just think Man City versus Liverpool keep their chase alive for their treble and quadruple. One's probably going to be eliminated from getting one of those by the time these games are over, but we'll see when we get there. Moving on to the other side, we've got Villarreal getting a visit from Bayern. Now, I will say of all the Giants, even though I will pick Bayern, I do think Bayern can let up. They've been inconsistent. They are getting Alphonso Davies back. He was playing at some World Cup qualifiers. He looks healthy. So it'll be interesting to see how much stronger they look, but they've been inconsistent in the middle. But, they're Bayern. They're a machine. They do what they do. I think they're not as good as they have been in previous years, so I take Villarreal to keep it competitive and only lose by 2 goals max over 2 legs. But this first game at home for Villarreal is going to be big because if they can set the tone, maybe go up 2 goals going back to Bayern, they might have a chance. But I just think they're veterans at this. This is the type of team they beat, so I'll have to see it to believe it if they do lose. But I'll take Bayern. And so I'm copping up and taking all 3 favorites at the moment to advance. But those might be the 3 best teams in the whole world. So that's tough. Lastly, we have Chelsea coming off a shellacking from Brentford this weekend that I watched disappointingly. Tough to watch. They kind of played around with the shape, so I kind of think they got a little cute. But they're going against Real Madrid coming off that epic comeback against PSG, who were my favorites to finally get over the hump. Learn to not trust PSG. That was a tough 2 legs to watch. They kind of left a lot of meat on the bones, missed opportunities, penalties, and everything. But this is probably the prime matchup, and I'm I'm a Chelsea supporter, so I'm gonna take Chelsea, but I think they'll win because they'll win in the middle of the pitch. When Madrid looks the best, because I've seen them in domestically and I've seen them in Champions League. When they look the best, it's when they control the middle of the park. Conte and Jorginho will control the middle of the park because they're going to be better than what Madrid has in the middle. And that's not saying that Madrid doesn't have much. They have a really good middle of veteran presence and young guys on the bench. But I just think Chelsea's guys are better and in their prime now. Christian Pulisic and Kai Havertz have been doing a good job. Opposite can be said about Lukaku and Timo Werner, but we'll see who gets the starts. I think they'll go with definitely Pulisic, definitely Havertz, maybe Lukaku, and try to put Havertz as a winger, but we'll see how they do that. Hopefully Reece James is good to go. He was healthy this weekend. Alphonse probably playing Marcus Alonso on the left. That's tough. He's been alright. And we'll see about all those center backs that they have coming up for free agency because those guys are going to be playing their ass off. And I think the team that Chelsea brings this week for this game will be better and more fired up than the team that we saw last weekend. They probably were looking ahead and got caught by Brentford. And as for Madrid, Benzema up front with Vinny, who was doing the job at the World Cup qualifiers for Brazil. He was looking good. It should be interesting how they play. They kind of play how they play. It's going to be if their players are playing good or playing bad. And I think Chelsea will have the right game plan to make those players play bad. So in the end, I'm going to go with Manchester City going over Atletico Madrid by 2 to 3 goals over 2 legs. Same for Liverpool and Benfica. Bayern in a more competitive two-leg series, probably 2 to 1 goal getting out of there, but we'll see. I could see that being an upset, and I'll take Chelsea by 2 goals over 2 legs of their rematch of their epic from last year. They get to go double down and beat Madrid 2 years in a row in the Champions League. So I'm hoping to enjoy that. I hope you guys enjoyed the games. Let me know what your picks are. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time.